Hey guys, so I did try listening to the new Madonna album. I listened to it in full, and I will say that I did not like all of the songs. Really, I didn't. I do like the album art. I will say that I do like the album art. But also I've seen this done before. This whole purple and pink has been done before, actually, by Mariah Carey not that long ago. She has done this whole thematic like purple and pink. Actually, Mariah has done it more than once. So this is kind of like not. I've kind of seen this already before, but I don't know. I just kind of like this new art style that she has going on with the purple and pink, though. However, I do like it. And I do like her hair. Like, I like it. There's some of these artists out here that they do this whole like image thing, and they do like a shift in image, and it actually just makes like they go south when it comes to image or whatever. I don't know the proper term for what I'm trying to say here, but like, I just feel like some people, they go about it the wrong way. And I feel like, I don't know, just like, for example, I'm not crazy about how FK Twigs turned her whole image around in a way that I'm not into it. And so what else is there? So I did like two of the songs. I believe it was like Read My Lips, and there was another one called My Savior, and it was good. Like those are good songs, and I like listening to them. I feel like she should have done more quality than quantity, and it seems like this album felt a little more quantity, and I'm just not into it. Like, listen, maybe this is like a base for her to have like DJs play with them. Like, I think to me, that's what it seems like. She just laid down this like a base, or so to speak, like this I don't know, like a canvas for DJs to play with. Now I feel like I could see how maybe DJs can now take these songs that she has on her album and remix them and make them sound really awesome. So that's what it really feels like to me, and maybe that's what she intended on it. But I do appreciate that she did make a cassette tape. I do appreciate that she still drops CDs and she has the vinyls with the art and all that. That's awesome. I really do like that. I almost was tempted to actually get the cassette tape and a vinyl, but then I was like, do I really want to drop money on an album that I only like a couple of songs from? No, I'm not gonna do that. So I decided not to do it. And then so yeah, Mariah did the same pink and purple thing, and I guess this is now Madonna's time to do it. I don't know. It's just kind of weird because I feel like when you have a big star who's done this album art kind of style thing with the purple and pink, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little too crazy with this one, but either way, I do like her. I do like the art. I like the art direction that she's going with this one. I do appreciate it. I actually like this art style more than when she did that whole country album. That Music makes the people come together. That album, especially during that time, it felt weird. Like, I don't know. Like, and then that was the same time that Dido was out. There was all these downer type songs and bleak kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that time, that era was not good. I didn't like it too much. I don't know. It's just for some reason that whole era when it came to music was kind of weird. And music does that. Like especially when speaking like in terms of like commercial music, like mainstream. And I just feel like that time was just weird. It was weird. There's these eras where you get these really awesome, like everything is like really like with I will say like maybe like with Janet Jackson when she did Janet, and then we had Queen Latifah with the UNITY, and then we had Dangerous album, and we even had like Walt Disney soundtrack to Beauty and the Beast. I mean, you can go on that time era right there was cute. That's what I'm saying, like an example. But I wasn't really feeling the whole music, the country style of Madonna, that whole artistic style of that like country western kind of thing. For me, you don't really see a lot of celebrities that can really pull it off. I haven't seen that much other than Dolly Parton. So it's like, at this point, if you're not Dolly Parton, don't even try it. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody really delve into that. Even Lady Gaga tried it one time. Her little Joanna situation with her little hat. It wasn't really country, but it was kind of leaning towards country. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? That's why like Lady Gaga lost me with the whole meat dress. Period. When she did the meat dress, I was like, oh girl, you're a mess. Like you're a whole mess. Like you are a mess. You are she's literally a walking contradiction. So I don't like, and then she did this whole Joanne thing. Like, girl, what are we doing here? So it was giving, I don't know. I don't even know how people could still be into Lady Gaga even now. Like she's just like, but we're not here to talk about that. Also, I don't like how Madonna pulled Sabrina Carpenter into this whole situation as like, I guess it's a way to try to pull in like those younger fans or whatever the case may be. But I don't really feel like I don't know. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. I feel like at this point, like the youth are going to support whatever artist there is at the time. Because there's not much. So you just have to the pickings are slim, in my opinion. And there's not many good artists. So you just have like a whole lot of artists who are just pretty much mid. In my opinion, the songs are, obviously the songs may be produced to a point where obviously it's polished. Duh. There might be a lot of money backing into it, whatever the case may be. But I just feel like I never would understand Sabrina Carpenter, and I also believe that she was like a daughter of some celebrity or something like that. Like she has some like, I don't understand that whole thing. And to me, I just I didn't get that. Then Madonna goes and like pulls her in. Like I'm like, okay, we did this with Britney, we did this with Christina, we've done this. Like Madonna keeps doing it. She did it with Lady Gaga. That's what reminded me of Sabrina just now, because I was just talking about Lady Gaga. And it's like weird. And going back to the topic, Madonna, I don't understand this like weird, like, girl, if you're the queen of pop, which indeed you should just claim that, yes, you are queen of pop. Why are you resorting to these tactics? You understand what I'm saying? Like, just own it. Like, I don't understand that. I never understood that. You don't need to do that. Just sit in your throne and claim that, like, what are we doing? And then you just like, you do these collabs so that you can get relevancy. And don't tell me it's not, because this is obviously a marketing ploy. Everything is business. Don't play with me, because this is not, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there with y'all. It is what it is. But at the same time, like, the material speaks for itself. So looking at the material, listening to the music, I'm sorry, but there was only one song, maybe two, actually there was two songs that motivated me enough to like put it in my favorites list. And again, that was like Read My Lips, because I do like that one. And I don't really like so much the messaging, but I just like the music, the way that it was, like the whole composition, everything. Not everything, but like, I'm not crazy about this whole like situation when it comes to like the whole like the lyrics of it, because I don't know, I feel like anyway, it is what it is. I'm not crazy about the album, and I just found two songs that I like. So this is my second opinion on it. I do like the art. I do like the media that she put out. I do like the fact that she put out a cassette tape that was really cute. However, I'm not compelled to buy it, because to buy a whole cassette tape, to buy a whole vinyl and a CD just for the album art is not enough for me. And I don't know, to me, it's like, damn, I really wish I did like this album, even though I'm not like, again, I'm not crazy about Madonna nowadays. But if this album was a banger, like those two songs I mentioned, yo, that whole album was like that, like really good. And there's other songs on there that are pretty chill. They're alright, but it wasn't enough for me to put them on my favorites list again. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I would say that the only reason why I would actually buy an album of hers and actually support her is just because I'm familiar with her voice. Madonna's voice is a familiar thing. It is nostalgic for a lot of us. And her voice is also very distinctive. There's no one really like her when it comes to her voice. I know she's not vocally strong like a Mariah, like a Aretha, or like a Jill Scott, or she's not like vocal strong. But what I'm saying is, though, her sound is something that is kind of like like a virgin. And then it's like, it's just, you cannot, there's no one that sounds, that has that voice. There's people who, like, for instance, like, for example, like Michael Jackson. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of male artists out there who can sing better than Michael, I'm sure. But it's his voice that is distinctive, and it's that voice that we know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to put into words, but I know what I'm feeling. And I guess for the most part, it's nostalgia. And so just based off of that, it's good to hear that familiar voice singing again and on a media track and on some album that's been put out. And that's awesome. But I'm not excited for the actual material itself. And it is disappointing. It is disappointing because I do want to like get into it, because even if I don't like her, even if I hate her as a person, which I don't hate her, but it's like, I will not, like, even if I hate her, I will still listen to her music because her voice is something where it's like familiar to me. Like Cyndi Lauper's voice is familiar to me, or Lionel Richie, or who else? Bruno Mars has his own voice too. If you want to go into something more recent, Christina Aguilera has her own voice. And so it's like you can't, like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's all I really have for that. And so I did want to end it there, because that's what's more important to me. That it was more important to me to realize that, yeah, the reason why I do still want to hear her and like I want to get excited about her music is because of her voice. It's because of the nostalgia. It's because of who she was and it was a part of it is literally, her voice is kind of a part, whether you like it or not, it's a part of American culture. And maybe even in the UK. And who knows where else. She is international, let's face it. She may not be as broad as Michael Jackson, but she's pretty out there. And, especially when it comes to American culture, her voice is American culture. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting emotional. She should sit in her throne. Sit in your throne, sis. You don't need to like try so hard. You earned what you got. It is what it is. You have left a mark in history. For better or for worse, your voice will always be remembered in American culture. That's just what it is. Love her or hate her, whether she does stupid things or she does smart things. And in my opinion, I don't think she does really all that great when it comes to her decisions and things that she does. I feel like I don't agree with a lot of things that she says, how she says it, what she's saying and everything. I just don't agree with a lot of the shit that she says. But I do know and recognize that she is part of American culture, and she is that pop queen, period. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. But that's all I want to say for that. That's my second opinion. Yes, there are a couple of songs, maybe even 4 songs that I get along with on that album. But there were only 2 that I was motivated enough to put into my favorites. And even those, I'm not like hyper looking forward to playing them over and over again in my ears. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Through and through. But this album, I'm not sure how the sales went. You can determine that on your own and see. I don't believe charts much anymore. I don't know if I can trust charts and all these things. I think I believe more sales, if anything, who's actually buying these things and who's downloading it, who's streaming it. That to me is more important. And even there could be some discrepancies. But again, she is a part of American culture, whether you like it or not. And that's why I always look forward to hearing something good coming from her. So it is what it is, guys. I don't know what else to say, It's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one later. Bye. I see you. Bye.